What's up, book people? It is Friday night. It is approximately 5:12 p.m. and I have decided that I'm going to do my own little mini 24-hour readathon of sorts, except it's going to be Thesis Crunch Time edition. Perhaps you can relate to this if you are in school or have been in school. But here's the thing. I came home from work on Friday, well, today, and sat down to enjoy a little bit of YouTube as per usual before switching gears into my fun plans slash my mostly homework plans. And I encountered a bunch of videos that I've never seen on BookTube before because I was a little bit out of the game for a minute, and they were called 24-hour readathon, and it was people like Katie Tastic and Peruse Project who had either with a group or on their own kind of hunkered down and just vlogged their reading for 24 straight hours. So I'm going to do that this weekend because I have a 6 p.m. Sunday thesis deadline, and I think that this will keep me chipper and vim and vigorous, and it will just, I don't know, I'm just going to do it. So I have a half-hour power hour right now until my Friday evening activity, and I have this little federal art report book that I mentioned in my last video. I misspoke. It is actually a library exhibition catalog of the federal art that was done, and honestly I should know exactly what is in this book, but I kind of don't. I'm judging it by its cover, and I will give you a report in a little bit. So I'm going to try to tackle this short 60 maybe 80 page essay and see how much I can get read in the next half hour. All right, until later. Hi everyone. So update, I did not achieve a lot during that half of a power hour. However, I'm back from my Christmas festivities, and I'm really I'm determined to finish this book before I go to bed, so we're just gonna do it. The book is really not long. It's just I got bogged down in a lot of the financial details of Cleveland's slipping into the Great Depression. So anyway, it is 11:10 p.m. We are going to shoot for being done by or before midnight, and to get us through, we have some iced coffee from Starbucks, we have some homemade fudge from the local fudge shop, and we have a nice Christmas tree scented candle. So see you soon. It's 11:28 and I'm struggling. Hey, it is now Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and for all intents and purposes, I'm just now beginning to sit down for today's homework marathon. I'm going to nix what I said last night because I had some things last night, and this morning the 24-hour study-a-thon starts now, which is perfect because I have to go until 6 p.m. tomorrow. To begin, we've got a sunny, beautiful day. I'm sitting in my comfy book nook, and I am on cup of coffee number 1. The coffee for today is Christmas blend from Starbucks with a pinch of pumpkin spice creamer. And my first pile of reading today will be some art books that I've had halfway finished for a long time, which is great because I have to write them up for my thesis, but I can also count them for my Goodreads goal, which is really behind this year. I've never been so behind in all the years I've used Goodreads. Probably won't meet my goal this year, but that's okay. So we've got I fell asleep reading that Cleveland art book, and I'm kind of kicking myself because it's so short. So we're doing that first. Then I will tune back in after I finished a few other books and let you know how they were in a sentence or less, because I don't want to talk a big game and say this huge list of all the unfinished books on my pile and then not quite get to them. So, happy Saturday reading. Hey again, book people. So, update. Reading is going well. It's been a little bit disjointed. It is kind of like a comfy, cozy, chill day for me, and I've had a little bit of a harder time than I was hoping, just getting into grind mode, but things are trucking right along. So we are 6 hours into my readathon of sorts, and I am in the archival mode. So none of this is trackable. I have thoughts on trackable reading versus not trackable reading, but we'll get into those another time. And finished the federal art book. It was really interesting. It was really just a short essay that was way deep on all of the aspects of the Great Depression era arts funding given to the city of Cleveland. So that was fun. And I have just switched gears by kind of pumping up and doing some little school rituals that help me refocus. So I have, let's see, well, I'm a new vlogger, and I'm just using my iPhone, so anyway, there we go. There's favorite candle. We've got our focus drink. We've got our little book nook of school supplies and gummy clothes. That's all there is to say. I'll check in a few hours. I think I'm going to have a whole other study routine video another day about this little rituals, but quick preview, we have situated ourselves in our thesis book nook. I have lit one of my favorite candles. It's tobacco flavored. We've got our, all the sticky notes that you could possibly need, as well as, where is it? There it is. My favorite study focus beverage. So on that note, I am going to make it my next goal, and I'll tell you, since I can't tell Goodreads, that like this pile of newspaper clippings and folders of art things, just old, my hair, yikes. You can tell I haven't left my house in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna get through this stack next, and then I'm going to play ball with Transformations in Cleveland Art, 1796 to 1946, which I'm a good chunk of the way into, and then I'm going to hit up my pal Wanda Korn and do a in-depth reader's analysis on some of these chapters. So that is what's coming down the pipe. Homework-a-thon 2014. 17. What year are we in? People, I did it. I sent something in by 6 o'clock. At least the deadline was just to engage with any amount of the research I could get done, so I did that. Although there's still a lot to be done, so I'm not really stopping, but I'm going to like officially end my self-imposed first attempt at a 24-hour readathon. And I'm going to ring it out by reading this little rare book that I found on Amazon, Holla. That is a history of the regional May show, which was a 70+ long exhibition, a yearly exhibition at the Cleveland Art Museum that plays a major role in my thesis for my American Culture Studies degree. So I am going to end this first attempt at a homework readathon vlog here. And I would love to hear about, school for you, if you're in school, or just how you like to read on a weekend. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, and until next time, bye!